Hello out there, all you lovely computer people, and welcome back to Lost in the Farmer's Market, where today we have these two specimens of garden goodness to talk about. Now, this one's been a long time coming, actually. Folks have asked me at the market, why don't you sell this plant? How come you don't sell this plant? And I get a few requests. I get weird and unusual requests all the time, requests for things that are not compatible with pots, and this one, mostly, is because I just never really got around to it. But what are these? Well, their botanical Latin name is Anethum graveolens. But you know them as dill, or in old-timey parlance, dillweed, even though hardly a weed, probably one of the best looking weeds I've ever seen. In some publications, this annual herb is also called Anet, spelled A-N-E-T, East Indian dill, meeting seed, and Sabbath day posy. Seriously, that sounds like an alternative cover band for Black Sabbath. Oh, I must see them. They're live at the Hobby Lobby. Anyway, dill is a self-seeding annual. I've mentioned that before, I'm just making sure you're clear. But to maintain stock of it in the garden, you should sow more of it every 2 to 4 weeks. It does its best and when the temperatures are about 70 degrees. It's going to need partial shade when it goes above that. So in the southeast, with our laser sun, when you get to the summer, this one probably should have sun in the morning and shade in the afternoon. Now, one other thing. Some of y'all are fond of companion planting out there. Dill is noted to not do well when planted next to its cousin, carrots. They're all in the parsley family. So, yeah, for some reason, which used to be Umbrelliferaceae, but now is Apiaceae. I haven't actually did a deep dive into why that is, but I'm presuming they're competing for nutrients or something to the close. And since dill is annual, it is more aggressive about growing. It can choke out the carrot's foliage, carrots being a biennial. Anyway, dill can be grown in USA zones 2 through 11. It's an annual in all of them. Its soil pH preference is 6.0 to 8.0. As I said, partial shade. It can take full sun in certain climates. Its height can be 2.5 to 5 feet tall. Now, I got that from the NC State's plant toolbox. So if you have problems with that, go yell at them. They also said it could be 2 to 3 feet wide. Now, personally, I've never seen any of that in any dill I've ever grown, but I don't grow a lot of dill. Now, it is a larval host for the black swallowtail butterflies, as is parsley, its cousin fennel, carrots sometimes, rue, which is not related, it's actually in the citrus family, and a few other things. But in general, when we're talking about dill, you're going to ask me, well, what do you do with it if you haven't seasoned with it? Well, it is most famous for its use in kosher dill pickles, or dill pickles in general. It's one of the major seasonings. Now, usually they'll use the seed for that. However, in the fancier pickles, they'll use the foliage. Either or is good. You can distinguish dill from fennel, its cousin, by the fact that dill has hollow stems. A number of members of the Apiaceae family have hollow stems, which allows you to tell them from others. Like Angelica has hollow stems, even though it looks like several of its other cousins. So always use that hollow stem thing if you're confused about it. But that's, that's the first thing. Second, as I said, it's an annual. These are both clusters of dill plants. There's actually more than one in there. They will have bright, cheery yellow flowers later on, which the pollinators love. And this plant is a good draw for pollinators, so it's good at that too. So you get a cooking seasoning, a self-sowing annual that will reproduce itself but needs a little help, and all of that plus a foliage plant that actually supports the butterflies. Not a bad package if you ask me. So that's dill in a nutshell. This variety is not any of the special ones. It's just basic dill seed that I planted and had come up and sold a few at the market. But I thought I'd talk to you about this because the original video that was going to go up this week wasn't that good. I filmed it, reviewed it, and rejected it. It was going to talk about the harvest of chickweed. I may still put it up as an outtake, but anyway, you're getting this video early because these plants are acceptable for filming. So, as always, folks, Keep them growing. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next episode.